Okay. Hello everyone, we're back. It's me, Amanda, from last match, and Davrel is going to comment this match. We have Spain playing in white against Austria in blue. This is one of the first before I say something wrong, this is one of the first matches when there was after group play. No.
Yeah, this is one of the first matches after group play. Yeah.
So we're trying to get up the whatever. You can just go if we don't have the player list. Okay. I'm not a technical genius, so let me know if you doesn't hear me right. I have the chat open, so you can ask questions while the match is on. On the Austria men's team, actually Austria for me it's quite a new team. I haven't played against them on the women's side. I don't know so much about the players, so for me it's gonna be exciting to see them play. Looks like a very young team from Austria. It's kind of cool. And also I think a lot of the team members are quite new playing on the net in the championship. So this is probably quite a learning game for them. Spain is a much more experienced team. Let's see. So if you see number 5 at the Spanish team, Alejandro, he has played 3 World Championships, so he's quite experienced player, same as number 8. And I think a lot of the
Teams
players
ready?
in Spain, they played in
6
the
players.
World Champion in grass. There we go. Austria was the first to catch the ball. Same as a number 11 on the Spanish team. I think actually he played for Australia maybe on the World Championship, because he lived there for a while. He started kind of the underwater rugby movement in Australia. Actually played with them once when I was backpacking there, years back. And the number 74 at the Spanish team, the one you see in the he jumped just in the water now, going on as a goalie. He plays with Akkaren in Norway, Oslo. So he's one of my club teammates.
Lou.
No, Daniel Garcia. He
Okay.
plays for the British team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Testing.
So as I said, Austria is a quite new team, and it looks like not many of them have been at the European or World Champion before. But they look like they played a lot of rugby before.
So far, all the pressure has been on Spain.
Sound is good. Very nice. So if there are any Austria people watching now, and you know the players at Austria, it would be great if you had some information about them. Some club information that would be funny to share with everyone else.
We're now at the first 3 minutes, of play, and almost all the possession has been with Austria.
Yeah, I can see here that it's the 4th place against the 5th place in 2 different pools, or what to call it.
Testing. Okay.
So we can see that Austria is playing in attack, and they have had the ball for a long while. Now it's a good chance for them to score, because the defender is gone on the Spanish team.
Oh, now finally Spain gets the ball. They have to be able to hold on to it here, otherwise they're going to be under pressure again, and it's already happening. How long do you think Spain can hold out with this kind of pressure, Amanda?
Hard to say, but usually when a team attacks for so many minutes, in the end it's very, very hard to have a solid defense over time, because it's you have to fight to get the ball, and at the same time you have to be defenders and the goalie have to always do the cycles to be down.
Right.
So, but now you see that the Austria team, they pull out the ball in the corner, and that's actually a perfect time for Spain to breathe. So it's harder. It would be harder for the Spanish team to hold the defense if Austria played the ball closer to the goal.
So, for example, the way the Norwegian women play, to have someone go above and then pass down.
Yeah. Or like they did in the German against Sweden match that we had before the break, where the Germans delivered the ball a lot closer to the goal. That makes it a lot more stressful for the defending team.
And now a good shot.
Yeah, they have a lot of good deliveries of the ball, Austria, I think.
He's coming from above 15. Schneiderbauer.
Okay. Let's see. It's a free ball, looks like it.
Free throw.
Yes,
Wide.
for Austria.
No.
No, for Spain.
Free throw. Sorry. Free throw, blue.
Okay, for
Austria.
Holding the basket.
Holding the basket. So I think it was the goalie that holding the basket. Or it might be actually the defender. If you see the Spanish defender now, he kind of grabs the basket to hold on, to place himself. And that's easy to do without actually knowing you're doing it. And when you have a free throw so close to where you want to score, usually it's a good way to start an attack. But that's something you get better doing if you played a lot of rugby, because then you usually have a plan what to do when it happens. But for being a young, unexperienced team like Austria, they do a lot of. It looks like they have a good plan, and it looks like every player knows what they're gonna do, and they are almost every time 3 or 4 people down, and that shows they have a good communication between them as players.
Well, Spain has held on to the ball for a while here. They needed to do that to get a break.
Yeah, it could be smart of them to breathe up and collect the team before they try to go in and score. And maybe what they're trying to do is to pull out the attackers, so it's fewer people to swim through when they're going in trying to score. As I said, on the Spanish team, you have number 11 and number 5 and number 8. That I think is the most experienced players in Spain.
And you've run into them before at Champions Cup and various.
Yeah, and then you have number 15 on the Austria team. Looks like Andreas. He looks like one of the most experienced players there as well. Looks like he went to the European Championship in 05 and in 10. It's lots of years ago. Don't remember they have an Austria team then, but he's some age older than the rest of the team, so he might be one of the good and oldest that have scrambled a new team. So this could be maybe a future team that we can see much more of in the World European Championships.
Oh, nice.
Benjamin, if you're writing in
Free throw, blue.
in another
Holding.
language than English or Norwegian, I can't understand you. So I'm guessing you're cheering for Austria.
Time out, white team. Time out, white team.
Then Spain takes a timeout.
A good call.
I don't know because I think that the coach just wanted to take a little pep talk because it didn't happen anything specific in the game. So I'm just guessing he wants to deliver a collective message to everyone because it's not easy to give directions when they're playing because you can just talk to the ones sitting on the bench.
There's been a lot of intensity in the attacking by Austria, so I'm surprised the goal hasn't been scored. And probably Austria is going to be frustrated in another 4 or 5 minutes if they don't score. The half is almost, we've got 5.5 minutes roughly left.
Yeah, they played for 10. Yeah, because they played, I think they played solid, but they're doing kind of the right things with how they dive for each other, the positions, but again, the most difficult thing to do in underwater rugby is the strategy of scoring a goal. But when you have so long matches like this, the first half might just be kind of like getting to know who they're playing against and kind of getting in the flow, and then the last half of the match you might see that either one of the teams are getting more tired or they get more confidence on trying something to score, because I know that both teams want to have a goal in this match because it will depend on their position and their next game and who they're going to play against next time.
So can these matches end in a tie, or will there have to be some sort of deciding penalty shootout or overtime? Must be. There has to be a result.
I think they're going to have that.
Overtime.
Yes. So if it's standard CMS rules, they're probably going to have 15 minutes with the sudden death. And if that doesn't work, they have penalties, and then it's 3 penalties each team. And then it's 1-1. So it doesn't get any help. You see, it's one Spanish player against 4 Austria players.
He could have made a hit immediately when he went in, though. He hesitated for a second.
Only 5 guys there.
Okay,
Wrong change.
The referee on the land, he's looking at the Austria team and wondering, he think maybe they have 1 player too much in the water, looks like.
Too many players in the water. Blue team. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so that's
too many players.
Kind of
7 in the water.
It actually happens sometimes,
too
even
many
on
players.
Senior
2
level.
minutes penalty. Blue team.
That
White free throw.
They forget and they jump out.
1 in the bench. Someone who was in the water.
Yeah, so this is a team penalty where the team gets to choose who's gonna sit on the penalty for 2 minutes, which means that the Austria are gonna have to play with 5 players in the water.
Wait for the horn. Wait for me.
There was some confusion there. They didn't believe that they had actually done that, and but you have to be sitting. You have to be sitting on the bench. 6 players.
I think this is kind of a typical thing that happens when you have an unexperienced.
Blue team timeout.
Unexperienced team.
He asked that before I
gave
the horn.
The thing is when
Blue team timeout.
the thing is that it can happen to everyone that you have too much player in the water, but the difference between experienced and not experienced team is often that it happened before, so you have a plan. So it now looks like the Austria team, they took a timeout to explain everyone at the team so they understand what's happening. Because what they usually do when you have just 5 players in the water is you have 2 goalies, 2 defenders and 1 attacker. Because you will always need 2 people on...
and the forwards, the attackers, will dive once for a long time, then come straight out and have a high frequency circulation.
Yeah, so the 1 attacker changes with the 1 on land. And then they have... Yeah. So... they took a timeout now, and I saw, I think, the captain, which was who is the captain on the?
Captain is of Nuttenfeld.
Matthias.
Yeah.
Matthias is the captain, number 47. So he explained for the team what's happening, and now they look just calm, waiting. So this would be a great opportunity for Spain to get the goal, because they have 1 more player in the water.
I don't think it will be so easy for them.
Yeah, I'm guessing white. It's quite
Free
easy.
throw,
Quite easy
blue.
quite easy to see, because
Pushing.
you see the 1 white
That's
player
like
that
holding.
was closest to our camera, or the judge now. He moved the defender without having the ball. So it was a blue free throw, because you can't move a player on the opposite team without having the ball.
Do you think Austria will try and score now, or will they just try to hold on to the ball?
The smart thing to do would be to just keep the ball in the team and not risk losing it and then end up in defense.
To go up and down here on the side?
Yeah, just have the ball in the Spanish side, and then just keep the ball moving without
Free
trying to
throw,
risk
blue.
anything. It looks like the
Triangle.
Spanish team are quite anxious to get the ball, because they just got another free throw, the blue team.
Yeah.
And again, it seems like when you have the opportunity to do free throw on the attack side, it's a good opportunity to actually score, and it looks like they don't have much plans. But now you can see 47 Matthias. Playing, this is the captain going in, trying to score. Ooh, they don't have, he's sitting on the goal instead of playing. Oi, 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 oi! Well done. Yes. That's quite
Goal.
74.
Blue number 74.
Artner.
74.
Marcus Artner.
He's
Yeah.
a very young player. He's just 26. It's impressive since they are an experienced team, and they were still playing. I think, they were still playing with just 5 players in the water. So scoring when there are 1 less player in the water is very good.
They forgot to stay on the side and
Yeah.
pass up and down.
But yeah, they did. But they looked like Spain struggled to have goalies. It was open a lot, so I don't know what happened there.
But maybe Spain will come up with something now.
Let's see, Thomas.
Shankly? No.
He is. It looked like it was 74 Arcos that scored.
Yes, it was.
and Sultan says that Spain should have been fast with the free throw as long as they had a man at the basket and shouldn't wait a few seconds once also defense got into place. That's a good point. It's a way of... But again, it's kind of a thing that you get better of doing when you have a lot of players that have done it before, and it's not easy to organize a quick free throw if you haven't talked about it before the match. Some teams actually have trigger words that the one that usually takes the free throw is usually a specific person or a specific position that takes the free throw, and he or she decides how the free throw is going to be. And some teams, I know we do it on the junior team in Norway, they have like these words they can just shout out, and then you know if it's going to be a quick one or if you're going to... Don't stress about doing it quick. So here you go, Sultan. They're Austria.
27.
They're Austria. Yeah.
1 minute. 1 minute.
That's Thomas that scored the goal, number 27 Austria. But there you have it. They had the free throw and they did it so quick that the Spain didn't actually understood it was happening. So it's a good way of... it's the first time they actually use the free throw for something strategically smart. Yeah, I was wondering the same, Benjamin, if Thomas was the captain, because it stands on our paper that it is Matthias, but I've seen him play and he doesn't have the captain band on his arm. So they might have changed without telling us.
Or it could be a mistake in the protocol, but
Yeah.
shouldn't be. But
Usually you have to say to the judges who's the captain, so it's correct in the papers. But I can see now when I get out of the pool, if you can see the captain here, the captain is number 15. Looks like it. Andreas, yeah, it's the guy, the most experienced player in Austria. He's
Neidebauer, yeah.
Andreas. I'm not gonna try to say the surname because, as I said in last match, people say if I try to speak anything like German, Austria, I sound like a drunk Swiss person.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to try saying it. I'm happy they have a lot of easy first names. Jan Ove is even a Norwegian name. I can try to ask Sultan if he can do something with the camera. Oh, thank you, Anne. The Austrian clubs are around since 70s, 80s. That's maybe older than Norwegian teams. But do you know why they haven't been in the competition in Graz, or because
They were in Graz. Austria.
Austria were in Graz?
Austria was in Graz.
Oh my God! Excuse me, my fault. But then they're gonna then I think they have their quite new team, because it doesn't stand on any of the players that they went to any world championships. So please, if you know more, just tell me, Anne. Because I'm watching at this players book we got, and I don't see any of them have the merits of being at the World Championship. So either they have a really new team, or it's
Well, the World Championship was in Austria. So they had it for sure. They had a team.
Yeah, but I see that if I watch at the players list here.
All right,
we have Andreas, number 15, the captain. He played in European Championship in 05 and 10. But then all the other players here doesn't have any merits.
Do they write down
on doing any world champions or European champions? So either it's a brand new team or we don't have the information. So it would be really nice if somebody at the stream know, because then we don't say the wrong things. But then I understand why they play such solid the Austria team, because it looks like they know what they're doing. But they should have had a plan what happens when they...
This guy is new, 57, Jan Kinderman, the guy with the beard, because he was coaching the Austrian women in Graz. He was the women's coach.
He was. He didn't play against Austria when he was in Graz.
No.
Believe me, we know. Why do you say that one? You played against them? Do somebody at the stream know which place they got in Graz? Would be nice to know.
You were in Graz.
I were in Graz, but I didn't.
You were in a bubble.
Yeah. I just know who I played against.
Yeah.
And that's it would be cool to play against all teams when you traveled far and have trained a lot. But again, if we were going to play against all teams every time we went to a championship, we'd be there for 2 weeks. And I think a lot of us would be injured before we even came to the final.
Yeah. A week is a good length for a championship.
So for Norway, the women team to play against Austria and Switzerland, I think for a lot of us it was the first time we played against them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Good testing. Yeah.
Six players.
All right. So Austria has a 2-0 lead now starting the second half, and I think they're going to just keep trying to score. They're not going to be super conservative. They want to play and practice scoring, and because if you practice just going up and down, you might lose your sharpness. You want to execute.
Yeah, I see we got a lot on the stream telling us a little bit. Maybe you already know, Davrel, but the Australian got the 7th place.
Free throw.
In the World Championship.
White team. Holding.
So that's very perfect, because I don't know every team on this European Championship. So it's really great when we have people watching the stream. They can tell us more.
You're here as expert commentator. You're not historian.
Not an historian. But it's a lot more fun when you kind of feel like you know a little about the players. So that's the nice thing about the comments on the stream. But Gabriel, you're more like the historian.
Yeah, I've been to these. I remember you from 2011. Yeah. But what do you think is going to happen now? Do you think Spain can get back into this match?
Yeah, leading 2-0. If Austria doesn't focus, it's not easy, but it can quickly turn if they lost focus and the Spanish team manage to do some good attacks. We already see now that the Spanish team are in attack and they've been holding the ball for a while. But I think, is it the same? I think it's another the free throw for Spain.
Free throw, white team, holding.
All right.
Holding.
Now, Spain's on the attack. Can you point out where the forwards are so that people can understand how the forwards are supposed to keep the Spanish out? Where is that a forward up there? 7.
You see, number 7 is probably a forward.
You think so? Yeah.
But the thing forwards should do is try to come behind the player that has the ball, to be in their blind spot, because then it's a lot more easier to catch the ball by surprise.
But they could also be in front and block the way.
Yeah, it's kind of a strategic move. Some teams do that. They have a forward that stands kind of tall in the middle, but it's harder to get the ball when you do it, because like the Spanish team with the ball, they see their forward all the time, so it's easier to kind of deliver,
Blue number 8.
deliver the ball. But if
warning for holding the basket.
Holding the basket. Okay, so
warning to
free throw white.
Warning to Austria for holding the basket.
And by holding the basket means they were holding themselves there so that they could.
I don't know if it was the defender or the goalie that hold the basket, but usually when they do the warning, if they see it one more time, they might
2 minutes.
Give the team 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it didn't say a specific to a specific player, so it's more like a
team warning.
Yeah.
But he didn't say that it was officially a warning. But they can decide afterwards, the referees, whether they meant that it was a warning before or not.
Oh yeah, but he stopped the game and said warning, so that's official warning.
Yeah.
Then they are allowed to do the penalty afterwards, because they already gave them a second chance. I think it's the defender, because if you see the defender on the Austria team, he has his fingers in the goal, and it's difficult for the judge to know if it's holding or if it's just having your hand there. I think maybe they're getting a little bit tired. They looked more fresh in the movement, Austria, the first half.
They swam a great deal in the beginning.
Now they're actually trying to deliver the ball to places where there aren't players. That's kind of actually just makes it harder, because then they lose the ball. But Spain now has been a lot in attack, so they just need a good way to try to score.
I think that Austria is just blocking their way in. They're not trying to strip the ball away. If you see the forwards are just lurking.
Thanks for the information on the stream. Great.
No, Austria's just trying to stop them from going in now.
Yeah. It would be a little bit smarter to actually win the ball and just play the ball in the corner on the Spanish side. Yeah, because it's more stressful actually having the ball in your own defense. But as long as the Spanish players only play in the corner, it's an opportunity for the goalie and the defender to just breathe. Now they got a blue free throw. I'm guessing either one of the Spanish players had their feet on the ledge.
Holding.
Or holding, yeah. So either Austria is getting a little bit tired, or the Spanish team is more collected in how they play with each other, because it's a lot more calmness in the play now.
Well, Austria doesn't need to score, do they? They've got a 2-0 lead, and they're going to sit on it now, it looks like. They're just passing it up and down.
Yeah, but this is the best way to just
kill the clock.
Yeah, use up time, because it's not very hard just delivering the ball in the attack, and yeah, smart going in, trying to maybe go in just to check if it's an opportunity, and then take the ball out again and deliver.
So how are the Spanish going to get the ball back?
I would have said to the defenders that they need to, when they change who's down with a goal, they turn around and kick out to attack the one with the ball.
To help the forwards.
Yeah, and then the forwards can look at like the defender did now.
And Oyvind Nyhus, he would yell at people. He said, "I told you to do this, so that you better do it." Would you tell your team, if you were coaching, to get out there, the defenders, when they finish their dive, they've got to go?
Yeah, or it's like I don't actually need to tell them so much, because we all know that's what we do. If we need a goal and they're playing defensive in our corner, it's kind of the typical strategy is that the defenders, they push underneath, and then the forwards push on the top.
You don't even need to explain it. Yeah.
You kind of sandwich them.
Yeah.
And that's the most effective way to get the ball.
So you can't be on the Norwegian national team if you don't know this.
You will learn it when you're on it.
So now they're trying, like you said, to see if they could do something.
But just remember, Davril, I'm not on the Norwegian national team anymore. I'm here as an
expert. No, I'm
commentator.
I'm just saying that your experience about how it works.
Yeah, but I'm more like I'm the junior coach for the girls team.
Right, you told me that. And
so I would learn them that how they win the ball is doing that.
Right.
And then they know when they come to the senior level.
So right now, Austria is sitting pretty.
Yeah. If they do like this, it's going to be quite boring to watch.
7 minutes to go. It will not be boring. I don't think you will allow that, Amanda. So
they're trying. Opportunity. So if I think Spain, they're a little bit stressed. 2 people at the same ball.
They didn't know that they were on the same team at that moment.
No, they have to go down more than 3 people. Eek.
Oh, that's a little clever holding there.
But it's like you have 4 Austria, also 4 players from Austria. Oi! 4 players from Austria and 2 players from. There, yeah, very good. Look like one of the goalies changed, and then at the same 42. Time, Spain lost the ball in the attack, and then they rushed over, and you can see that number 42,
Paul Rosenkrantz.
So
timeout, blue team.
All right.
Timeout on Austria team. So. But it's kind of like when you got nothing to lose, like Spain right now. It's it's a much more fun and gives more opportunity to play offensive and just try to make goals, and then being defensive and just let the Austria team play the ball in the corner. And often when you play like that, you will have goals like this when it's a lot of players up in the attack, and then if they lose the ball, it's very critical for Spain when they rush over.
So I think there have been some substitutions now. I think
It looks like
99 and 61. So Karl Richter Trumme and
91,
David Schwartz.
91 goes out.
Or in.
91 goes out. And 99 maybe goes in.
Yeah. Yes, David Schwartz. So that will give Austria some new energy, the two new players, and they'll be able to chase hard. And
They look like 91. Let's see. Yes. Gösel, maybe.
yeah.
It's the correct way saying the surname. He went out, and then 99. David went in.
So even more points could be racked up here by Spain because Austria is not covering the basket anymore.
But does someone at the stream know if it's a lot of new players in the Austria national team? Or if it's just lack of information on our side that we don't know because if Austria went to the World Championship, it doesn't look in our paper like a lot of the players that are here today are the same.
I think they are.
Okay, then we just lack the information then.
It could be, but they didn't learn to play very recently. They're mostly older players, aren't they?
No, it's quite young if you...
Do you think so? Okay.
Remember how old I am, and I feel quite young. They're in their 30s, most of them.
Yep.
And I say it's young.
All right.
No, they have 1, 2, 3. They have 5 players under 30. And they have 9 players under 35.
Okay.
So I think
That's a
it's
good thing.
quite young.
Yeah. It's all a perspective, right? How old you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you asked me 10 years ago, they were old. In the underwater rugby world, if you're under 35, it's quite young because it's not about being the strongest and the fastest. It's also about being smart and understand the strategic and tactics about the game. And you need a lot of years playing before you're comfortable and managing to do all of it at the same time.
You're trained.
And also underwater rugby is a kind of a grown-up sport, so a lot of players don't start playing it before they're 20.
Unless they grew up in Ålesund.
In Ålesund, yes.
Yeah.
Unless they have like one very motivated person that recruits young players. Like, for example, in Colombia, they have a lot of young players.
Yeah. So now there are 4 minutes roughly left, and it's a 4-0 lead for Austria. So it's pretty hopeless now for Spain. They'll call roughing for that.
Yeah, Lisa says it's some new players, but most have been playing longer.
Yeah.
Anne means it's hardly any new players.
Team warning, blue team, for using fixed points. Team warning.
For using what?
Blue team.
For using what?
Free throw, white.
For using something, I don't... Okay. I trust you, Anne. The average age of players, women and men. Someone asks. You have thought about that before, David? What's the average playing age for men and women?
Are you talking about national teams or clubs or
I think probably in this setting, the average age on national teams. I would guess it's older on the men's side than the women's side.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean...
But that's mostly because on the lucky part of being a man, you don't get pregnant. So you lose a lot of women players because they get pregnant and want to have like 3 kids, and then they're gone for like 8 years.
Blue team, number 61.
Okay, we have we have 2. No, Austria only plays with 4 players. Exciting for Spain, and they have also the penalty throw.
Number 8. Stop delaying the game. Warning, number 8, delaying a game.
Okay. The referee on land, he's warning Austria team now because they're delaying the game. And I think one of the 2 minutes he threw out was because of that, and then the second one, I don't know, I think it was holding or something. So now Austria plays with just 4 players in water, and Spain has a great opportunity to actually score a goal.
Two players in the penalty box.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now they have a great opportunity to score, but I think any second now they will go back to 5 players in Austria.
Oh, this is a really hard, rough play now.
Yeah, I think Spain wants to get the ball and try to score, and Austria just want to make the time go. So they're not interested in playing the ball anymore. They just want to kill time. Come on, Spain! Ooh!
Oh.
That's a good feeling. Very nice. I think they deserve that because they got scored on when they had one more last time.
What number?
That's a kind of a... I think it's the one of the...
Number 6.
Number 6.
Number
Spain.
6. No.
I think... Seoul.
Time out. White team.
Thank you. Lisa has the age information here. The Norwegian women was the oldest team. And Colombia women. Norway women, 37. Huh. I don't know, were we really that old in Graz?
In Graz?
Yeah. I don't know, I haven't... I know that the men's team for Norway, they were quite high average age, but now at the European Championship, they have a lot of young new players from Ålesund, from the recruiting town Ålesund. So I think the average age in Norway for men now, it's quite much lower.
2 minutes left in this game, and it's now 4-1. So Spain scored. We never figured out who it was who scored the goal, though, did we?
It was number 6, he said.
Timeout's over.
Saul, 27.
It was 27? I don't see it.
But I think it looked like there was Spain scored.
Oh yeah, Spain. That's what we're looking for.
But I think it looked like Carlos, number 15, but it's not always so easy to see with the masks and hats and snorkels.
Here we go.
But he said number 6.
Number 6 is
yeah.
Saul
But
Quintero.
it's kind of, when you have like 4 players against 6, you should score. So I think that was really good for the confidence on the Spanish team that they actually scored, because they let in a goal when they played 6 against 5 from the Austria team.
He really smashed that ball in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was probably a confidence boost for Spain. But yeah, now it's 1 minute left about, and Austria has the ball, and I'm guessing they're just gonna play safe.
This is the end of this game, really. So you said it would be very boring if they swam up and down, but that's not how it turned out exactly.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining.
No, Silvia says it was number 15. Then I was correct. More than the referee.
Yeah.
Because I know Carlos and I recognized him. Then I was correct. Then I should go check with the referee later, so he gets his goal.
Goal. Blue number 61.
Blue number 61.
Snap back. So 61. Who was that? It was Karl Richter Tumme.
Yeah. No, the Spanish players looks a little tired over there. But I think they did a good match.
They didn't come to lose.
No, they didn't. But as I said, like one of the players on the Spanish team, he plays in Oslo with me in Akkaren. So I don't know if all the players in that plays for Spain actually play a lot together.
Well, there's more than one club, too. So anyway, that's the game.
Yeah. Very good. They're cheering Austria.
And that was really important because it's the first game after group play.
Yeah, they look really happy.
Yeah.
I think it's very important, even though I think it was some attitudes under the game where they kind of maybe was a little bit angry on each other, that they're now high-fiving and thanking for the game. It's important to stay friends after the game.
Because we all go meet at the
party.
The party,
yeah.
Okay.
So you can be enemies in the water, but friends when you're done playing. It's important.
So how did you enjoy Marius Bune's decision? Marius Bunes, he got Benjamin to come here for your club, Benjamin, and you got to commentate with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, that's fun.
He's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I know him since I started playing rugby.
So.
But should we?
We can turn off if you want to rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So hit the mute button.
So we're gonna come back, me and Deborah.
We are. We have to come back.
And thank you for all the help on the stream. So we got to know Austria a little bit better, and we will back. When is the next match? 20? About 20 minutes. We're back.
Good.
So yes.
All right. Hit the mute button then.
Adios.
2, 1.